Hey guys, this is Rory for another episode of Being Human. This is a video cast of my exploration of self and how I implement this into my life. This is all of the stuff that I implement into my coaching practices to be able to assist individuals as they navigate life, as they move through their own practices to really come into an authentic connection with the universe, with the divine nature of all that is, and with themselves so that they can step out of illusion, at least in a way that is comprehensible. Because obviously we can't step out of it completely, we have to live as human beings, but this is a way to be able to see through the illusions that our mind creates to keep us stuck. So, in this episode, I really want to talk about 5 different things that I practice to keep myself grounded in reality outside of, well, we'll just say the illusions of my mind. Okay? So, our mind is essentially making us get stuck in survival mode all the time, especially this day and age, because there's so much chaos, so much fear-mongering, so much of this just like existential dread being pushed onto us all the time. You know, we're like basically moving towards this disastrous pinnacle turning point where everything is going to end and we're going to get stuck there. But that's not true. It's just fear-mongering. It's the mind getting us caught up and whatever. And, you know, trust science, I know, but we're going to push that to the side for a minute here. But if we are able to really see that the mind is strategically trying to protect us at all costs, then we can work with it. You know, we already are able to then see that through that realization that it is just a protection tool, we work with it instead of trying to get rid of it, and we also are able to see that it's not a battle. You just have to understand how it works, okay? So the first thing that really helps me is to actually just contemplate. Call in the witness, okay? Cultivating a witness is something that has changed my entire life. By that, I mean you want to separate yourself from your thinking mind. And instead of being absorbed in the thinking mind, instead of that, you are separating yourself from it and you are watching your thinking mind, okay? And what I mean by that is like, think about meditation, right? The practice that is always promoted for meditation is to sit there, focus on your breath, and watch your thoughts come in and go out. Not being attached to them, but observing them, letting them exist, and letting them just dissipate as we continue to stay focused on our mind. So that is a direct practice towards cultivating this witness. But I will encourage you to take it one step forward, one step further, per se. It really is doing this in all parts of life, okay? We can't always, in the midst of chaos, stop what we're doing and go and sit and meditate. We just can't do that. So we have to be able to take a step backwards. We have to be able to really bring our conscious thoughts into an observer in our mind. And so it's separating and witnessing, what the heck am I even thinking right now? Most of the times we aren't consciously aware of what we're actually thinking. We are just thinking, and we are rejecting a lot of our thoughts because we don't love them. We wish that they weren't over-consuming and swirling around and spiraling us. And so then we always get caught up in our heads, right? So what we do is we start to take a step backwards and we observe the witness. We be the witness, actually. We be the witness and you observe the thinking mind, okay? What thoughts are running through your head? That is the biggest thing that you really want to see. I just saw like an orb over here. Gosh, the mirror of this gets me. But anyway, that's something that is really important. The witness will change your entire life. Step back, watch your thoughts, allow yourself to observe them. Don't judge your thoughts, just observe them. Be curious. Curiosity is something that will change your whole life. Okay, the second thing, feel into your body. That is something that is huge. It is, how do you get out of your head? you feel in your body, because you're getting out of your thinking mind and you're feeling into your body. Your body is always in the present moment. It cannot be outside of the present moment. And so when well, actually, before I get into that, I'm just going to say the biggest drawback of a human for most of us in this day and age is the fact that we don't know how to feel, okay? We are just always feeling things in our head. I'm anxious, boom, that's a thought in your head. It's not a feeling in your body, okay? So we'll get into that in another video, but what I want to just say is bring your witness that you have now cultivated into witnessing the body. What am I feeling in my body? Where is it is the first one I always go to. Where in my body am I feeling something, right? Then it's like, okay, in my body, maybe it's in my stomach or something, I'm feeling it. I then say, what the heck am I feeling? What am I feeling? I'm clearly feeling something. Maybe I label it as anxiety, whatever. I don't want to get into that too much right now because that's going to go off topic, but it is observing the sensations of the body. Just like, what is my body feeling like? Even a good practice for this, just to start off, is like feel your pointer finger. You don't feel it until you bring your awareness to feeling it, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I can feel it. Okay? Feel your middle finger. Feel your left thigh. Feel whatever it is. Your bicep, your eyelid. Like, if you bring your awareness to these parts of your body, you all of a sudden start to be able to witness and feel parts of your body that we don't normally feel. So that's another big thing. Start to tune into the feelings of your body. That will help a lot. The next thing, which is so good for bringing you into the present moment, witness things around you. Like, actually, witness things around you. Gosh, I just saw it again. Whatever, but there's something going on here. But you witness things around you, the details. One thing I always loved, which I didn't see until all of a sudden now I can't stop seeing it, but the way that the different shaped leaves on a tree are fluttering in different ways in the wind. I never realized that they flutter differently because they're shaped different. It was so cool to just like really realize that and to witness that and see them going around, okay? Another thing I always started to do is I would count like how many tiles across the floor in the room I'm in are there, or something like that. You know, how many wood panels are there? How many cabinets? Start to really go into these details of what is in the surrounding area around you. Go into those details. That will change so much for you. What that does is it forces you into the present moment. It forces you to really be here and see what is going on. It pushes you into a more conscious sense of awareness. Okay? That's really important. I don't even remember what I'm on. I think that was like 3, right? So that's another thing that is so incredibly profound, and it's something to just do, because you're going to all of a sudden start seeing the world with clearer, more open eyes. And like, we're so caught up in our head, we're always stuck in our thoughts, we're stuck like swirling around in just a spiral of tornadoes, of storms of thoughts, because we're just stuck in fear. You start to bring your focus to like, oh my gosh, how many keys are there across on my keyboard, or whatever. You start to count, really bring your awareness. This is going to enhance the amount of time that you can stay focused on something too, which is improving your brain power also. You have to see that, because with scrolling on TikTok, with scrolling on Instagram, all of these different things, you have to realize that these short form videos and all these different things are actually reducing your attention span, and we have to continue to work to expand it, because it's not good to have no attention span. You want to be able to focus on something. Otherwise, you get anxiety, you get ADHD, you get ADD, you get all of these different things that we have now being diagnosed all the time. And it's like, no wonder it's skyrocketing, because we have attention deficit disorder. We can't pay attention because we're scrolling on short form things all the time for these dopamine hits. Focusing on details allows you to focus and expand your attention for a longer period of time on things around you. So it's good for more than one thing, okay? Another thing that I love is just tuning into the breath. And this one everybody talks about. It is so simple. But like, really tune into it. And I'm not saying, like, I don't know. I'm talking like slow, deep breaths. There's the box breath, I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's like you can do however many seconds you want, but I always do like 7 to 10 seconds or something. And it's like 10 seconds in, 10 seconds holding, 10 seconds out, 10 seconds holding, 10 seconds in, 10 seconds holding, 10 seconds out, 10 seconds holding. That type of deal. It's a box breath. That's what they call it. But what that does is it brings your awareness back to the breath, back to the present moment. It is that meditative type of state again, okay? So continue to expand with that. Focus on the breath, but when you do that, really witness the details of the breath. What does it feel like as you're breathing in? What does it feel like as you're breathing out? Is the air warmer or colder when you breathe in compared to when you breathe out? Is there a different taste of the air when you breathe in compared to when you breathe out? When you breathe in, are you thinking something specific or more often than when you breathe out? All of these things really matter. Okay, it sounds silly, but what it does is it starts to bring your awareness and it lowers your heart rate, it lowers your anxiety, it lowers all of these things because it's bringing you back to that present moment, okay? The breath is probably the most impactful tool that you can ever acquire and tune into and work with in your entire life because we can't get rid of it. Think about it. When you're in panic, you have short, rapid breaths. They're shallow. They're like not supporting you. You're like, oh no, heart rate skyrockets, all this stuff. You have to see that. You slow the breath. Calm. Peaceful. Beautiful. It's like as if you're like floating in a meadow, You're just like a little butterfly just scooting along in a beautiful, sunny, blue sky day with some big puffy clouds. You're just relaxing. Beautiful, okay? Tune to that. And the last thing that I'm going to say after the breath that I will have you really tune into when it comes to grounding into the present moment, to allow yourself to actually be here, is to allow yourself to be without resisting anything. Without rejecting it, I think is a better word. And this is an interesting one. Not many people think about or talk about, and some people may even question it. I love it. It is something that has changed my life because when we allow something, we don't get caught up in it. That's the truth. When we resist it, we get caught up in overthinking. We get caught up in overanalyzing, in all of these things that are trying to protect us. When we allow, we flow. When we resist, we block. And when we block, we aren't dancing. We aren't in this moment of, wow, everything is great. We are, oh no, but what if? Totally different sense. When you allow for life to exist and unfold as just stuff that is taking place, all of a sudden everything changes. All of a sudden you start to realize life is just stuff. It is phenomena happening. It is just like stuff playing out. We as humans judge it. We say it's good or it's bad or we don't like it or we do or whatever. And the hard truth is that we are always trying to go away from things we don't like, and we're always trying to go towards things we do like. Whether you're going away or you're going towards, either way you're caught up, which means you're not in the present moment because you're looking at the future or even the past because I don't want that to happen again. That type of deal. When you allow, you are right here all the time. You literally can't be outside of the present moment, at least, I don't think. I mean, maybe if you can, comment below. Please, let me know. Because I'm pretty sure you can't. And when we combine all of these practices, okay, this is literally the foundation of my coaching. This is what changes your life. And it's interesting because we, of course, go so much deeper than this. That's the truth. But this stuff alone, you combine all of this, you will literally change your life in ways that you never thought possible. This is like the cheat code, the foundation for literally waking up, okay? We are in the Great Awakening right now. I mean, we are. This is the truth. I'm even talking about this. It shows that we're in it. You're listening. It shows we're in the Great Awakening. We're talking about more occult, spiritual, metaphysical type of stuff all the time now, and it's acceptable. I'm not a witch because I believe that the universe is intelligent like people used to be and they would burn at the stake. Now we are waking up. We're realizing and accepting that this is actually, well, proving to be pretty real. But with that being said, to get back to it, all of these different methods combined are what you should do every day of your entire life for the rest of your life. And then once you die, and then once you come back, and all the times in between, and whatever you want it to be, just keep doing it. It'll change everything in the most beautiful way. Think about this. You watch your mind in a way that you are seeing if you're your number one fan or if you are your harshest critic. You're able to witness your thoughts, to really understand what you're actually thinking. This is the most impactful thing in the world. You become the witness so you realize you're not your mind. That goes deep, but that's the gist of it. How beautiful, okay? Now, from there, you are able to witness your body. So it's not just witnessing your mind, it's now witnessing your body, feeling your body. Everyone's stuck in their head. Feel your body. That is a trick. Feel your emotions. See what your emotions actually are outside of what you think they are, okay? Be curious, always. You do that, incredible. Then it's like getting into the details of stuff. So it's now taking that witness of yourself and seeing the witness of the stuff around you, okay? How many of these nice little beams do I have on my ceiling type of deal? How many of my bookshelf squares, which I'm really bad at doing this, do I have? How many plants do I have? It's like bringing awareness into actually understanding what you are involved in your surroundings instead of just walking through it like, oh, it's just here, who cares? Like, this is all magic. We have to realize that. We should be aware of it. So bring your witness to the thoughts, into the body, out into the world to really understand all of it, get a good understanding, witness, learn, be curious. Tune into the breath. As you're doing it all, slow that breath and allow yourself to be present with it. And then allow it to all exist. Without judgment, just curiosity, just like I said. When you get there, this is this is how people get into deep spiritual meditative states as they exist through life. Because you are, what does Buddha say? That the root of suffering is attachment. I'm teaching you how to witness where you are attached, how to learn how to observe without attachment, how to actually be here and exist as the experience instead of the experiencer. That's what I'm teaching. This is changing everything. You're no longer just getting thrown and jumbled around in life. You are now being able to be life playing out and witness it existing, witness it happening. You know what I mean. You're letting it happen and you're allowing yourself to experience it outside of your head. That's pretty amazing. So allow it to be. Allow all of this stuff to just take place and practice this over and over again. You do this for 6 months, you're not even going to know yourself. You're going to have gone through a whole lot of stuff because life's going to shift and turn and transform, let me tell you, in the most beautiful way. maybe difficult in some sense because stuff falls away, but still, give yourself six months. Then report back. I want to hear. Go in the comments 6 months from now or whatever and say, even 6 weeks from now, and just say, I've been doing this for a while and this is my update. I want to know. Because I've been doing this for quite a while now. The hard part is my life's a little isolated because I live an interesting life. But it's hard to have conversations. This is the truth about spiritual lifestyles. Is I can't talk like this with just anyone. You guys get it. You're here listening. We've made it 20 something minutes into this video, It's that's profound. So it's a beautiful thing, but you'll wake up more and more and more, and these practices will shift everything. So do it, implement them, love them, have fun, learn, experience. That's the key. Experience. We are here as humans to experience what it means to be alive and to experience life in general. It's just spirit entertaining itself as it's created programs to play out, because it is just all happening at once as consciousness being. So, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a good one. This is a doozy. This is the foundational practices of changing your life to step into the present moment in your awareness and everything around that stuff. This is how you start to actually change your life. And the truth is you have to start from nothing, as if you are a baby learning for the first time, as if you don't know anything. Start with just a curious mind and see what you uncover. Because you'll uncover stuff you never even thought. Because when the mind thinks it knows, it prevents us from uncovering new information. Or for at least allowing that new information to be something that could be legitimate. It'll say, oh, that's just a coincidence. There's no coincidences. Learn, improve, grow, expand, be. So everyone, have fun. Report back. Let me know. I want to know. And then come back and we'll hang out again. We'll do this again over and over again in so many different ways, and we'll have fun. That's what this is all about. So I love you. I'll see you soon. And do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight.